Hey, this is C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for Strikeforce, Melendez versus Masvidal, which is going to happen on December 17th on Showtime. So, man, you got anything to say, man?
Nothing much. The Strikeforce fight is always very interesting, and then this one I actually have a lot of disagreement with you.
Oh, yeah?
Let's check it out.
Let's go see this, man. Okay. First fight, the main event of the night, we have El Nino, Gilbert Melendez versus Jorge Masvidal.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what everybody's saying. You guys will pick the most favorite guy. What's his name?
El Nino, man.
Whatever, man.
Melendez.
Well, go ahead. You tell me why.
Melendez, honestly, is one of the more well-rounded. I mean, this guy is a top 3 lightweight for a reason. His stand-up's really good. This guy uses a jab well. Besides that, he has a lot of power. His wrestling's very strong, and his scrambling's really good, too. Watch fights, his second fight against Ishida or something. He's showing a lot of good scrambling ability and good wrestling. Ground and pound is deadly. You watch Kawajiri getting elbowed to death.
Mm-hmm.
His cardio is insane. You watch him fight Josh Thompson. 5 rounds. They just keep going. Chin. 5 rounds of Josh Thompson. And, he's not even going down. Always pushing forward. Trains at Cesar Gracie with the Diaz brothers and Jake Shields. Honestly, he's a guy I want to see in the UFC and fighting Frankie Edgar. What do you want to...
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously that's what everybody think, and you are absolutely correct. So what's wrong with my guy? He is pretty strong, he's pretty good, he's well-rounded. He's exactly like your guy, except a little bit not as good. Right?
Oh, man, his stand-up's solid. He definitely, he's watched the KJ Noon fight, and the first round he managed to head kick him. Almost a finish there. His wrestling's not bad. He was wrestling Paul Daly at 170.
So I know everybody thinking I'm insane to pick him. I just saying, yes, your guy probably will win, but all I say is he looks like have some motivation problem because he keeps talking about going to find UFC, going to the big game. Will he overlook, past his opponent? Probably. Is he overconfident? Probably. Will he be careless and get slack in the punch? This is MMA. Anything happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're not fighting a guy that's really, really bad. You're fighting a guy that's just, not as good as you, but you never know. My guy got a lot of power too.
Yeah, man, most of his wins are by KO or TKO himself, but
just something to watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, man. I'll see how that goes then.
Yep.
Okay.
The next one, I want to say I call it first. Cyborg gonna win this fight.
Yeah, man. We got the returning Cristiane Cyborg Santos versus Hiroko Yamanaka for the women's featherweight title.
Goodbye, Japanese scale.
You know what? With Yamanaka, I don't know if it's Yamanaka. I think she was actually a professional dominatrix.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. In Japan. I think it's her. I think it's Yamanaka. She's on an 8-fight win streak. She's solid. But she goes to decision a lot. Cyborg, though, is, she's been out for a while. The only problem is, the thing is, she's been out for a while. She's been plugging the holes in her game during that time, and this is Cyborg was actually winning medals in some pretty well-known Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments. A lot of times she overpowered her opponents, but it's obviously that she's plugging in the holes. That you obviously saw again in Gina versus Cyborg, where they're pulling mount and stuff like that. With Yamanaka, it's her first fight in the U.S. Fighting Cyborg here. After this fight, it's tough to say what happens to Cyborg. There's actually, she's actually talking about fighting at 135.
Oh, wow.
And they might, because there's only 4 fighters at 145. 2 of them, Julia Budd and Jermaine Durandamine, are coming off losses. Mm-hmm. They had to pluck Yamanaka from Japan. And then there's Cyborg, and that's pretty much it for the 145 women's.
That's interesting.
And the problem is she's huge for a 145er.
Yeah.
So,
he's too big for her weight classes.
yeah, she's actually struggled to make 145 in the past. But that's looking past this fight. I just think that it's Cyborg. She's
Cyborg.
like the female Wanderlei Silva, pretty much.
All I need to say is Cyborg. What do you want? I can't see this Japanese girl beat her. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, next fight after that, we have Gegard Mousasi versus OSP, Ovince St. Preux.
OSP will dominate.
Dominate? Man, dude, Gegard Mousasi, his stand-up is like K1 level stand-up, man.
I understand that.
This guy's ground and pound when he takes it to the ground. It's pretty good. He's pretty strong off his back, too. Mm-hmm. Gets a little too comfortable off his back, which is kind of one of his problems, though.
Yeah, but you do know OSP is former football player, right? His job is just go attacking people, man. I mean, your guys have a really weak takedown defense.
Yeah.
My guy can take you down. I mean, not saying OSP have a greatest wrestling, but it's better than your guy. He got power, man. He got good wrestling, good power. Forwards of momentum. He just come back for 5 straight, win streak. This guy's like non-stop truck,
I like OSP. He's definitely a prospect in the division. Mousasi's been there. I mean, this guy beat like Hector Lombard. Didn't look great against Jardine. I think he should have won that fight. He fought King Mo and he got taken down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I think he'll be able to work off his back and then win on the feet here. I do worry about Mousasi getting taken down and controlled and maybe ground and pounded low from OSP. You definitely have a guy in OSP with a lot of momentum.
Yes.
Versus Mousasi, who's been kind of like, he's been doing well, but he hasn't been fighting a consistent amount of top competition. He beats a lot of weaker competition in Japan. In the U.S., like I said, he fought Jardine. And a fight he probably should have won if the judges were any good. But
we always have that problem.
We always have that problem, yeah. But this is actually one of the more solid challenges for Gegard Mousasi here. And a great test for Ovince St. Preux himself. So.
Yes, and I think he's a great prospect. I mean, if he can prove himself, I think this guy can go to UFC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're both UFC caliber guys as it is, but, yeah, I hear what you mean.
All right, next fight.
Next fight of this is the final fight of the main card as we have Billy Evangelista versus KJ Nunes.
Gotta go with KJ Nunes, right?
Yeah, KJ Nunes here. This is a solid boxing. Interesting fact here, the only loss in Billy Evangelista's record, he's 11-1. It's to Jorge Masvidal, actually. And the last person that KJ Nunes fight was actually Jorge Masvidal.
So that says Jorge Masvidal will win this fight.
I don't know about that. But, I like Nunes here. I think he's a better striker here. I like that he uses a lot of body punches. He gets crisp. He really puts a lot of power into his strikes. He can get wild at times, but Billy Evangelista, I always found Billy Evangelista as a guy that's kind of like decent all around, but nothing like. I never found him to be great or even that good at any one aspect of MMA.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think KJ Nunes, good use of a body punch. I mean, I like people has a good body punch and a counter punch as well. So I think it's gonna be an easy fight for him.
Yeah, that counter punching, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to the prelims as we have Roger Bowling versus Jaron Peoples.
What do you think?
I gotta go with Roger Bowling here. Despite losing to Bobby Volker for the second time, I still think he's a prospect that can do pretty well for himself. I like that he fights at a pretty high pace. And
good stand up.
Yeah, his stand up's good. His wrestling's good. He really just like overwhelms opponents. That's his thing. He keeps going forward.
Yeah, I like that. Push for overwhelm the opponent. I do question about his cardio though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do too. And some of his previous fights, he almost goes to, he's always in fifth gear to the point, but he can't maintain it. You know what I mean? All the time.
Yeah.
And it's definitely cost him against guys like Volker and whatnot.
And then the even worse that he's not strong with his back. Imagine he fight with somebody who can maintain top control.
Yeah, but Peoples isn't. From what I can tell, isn't really the type to do that. Peoples has a 4-1 record. All of his wins are by KO or TKO.
Mm-hmm. So Roger will win this fight then?
He should win this one, yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Next fight after that is very interesting. As we have Carlos the Future Fedor versus silverback Justin Wilcox.
The Future Fedor.
Man, I like Carlos Fedor. I liked his last fight against James Terry where he kept pushing forward. And one time he got taken down, he just got back to his feet. And he's just a scrappy dude.
I really like him because I think just, the fact he trained with, Matt Hume and then well-rounded fighter, push forward, good BJJ, good stand out, good cardio. What else do you need?
Well, the thing with Justin Wilcox is he has good cardio as well. His wrestling's really strong. This guy trains in AKA with Josh Koscheck, John Fitch, Cain Velasquez, Daniel Cormier.
That does do something.
Luke Rockhold. His stand-up's been improving a lot. You can see some of his previous fights. He's been knocking some guys out, actually. I can't remember there's a Brazilian guy he fought. He seriously wiped the cage with his blood. I mean, he beat him up pretty bad. But Carlos Fedor, though, he's a gamer. I like the guy a lot, actually, I think.
He has a good standout, too, so I don't think his blood gonna be on the anywhere, man. I think vice versa. He's a good BJJ and a good cardio. And the guy is, he gonna do everything he can to stand out and win this fight. That's what I believe.
Yeah. We'll see. Wilcox. Both these guys are actually prospects to look out for. I think they're both UFC caliber prospects.
Absolutely.
So yeah. But I'm going with Justin Wilcox to win it. This guy's going with Fedor.
Fedor will win this fight.
I like Fedor, so it doesn't matter.
You like him. I don't even know why you choose. Justin. I know he got a lot of power, but Fedor will win this fight.
Next, right after that, we got Devin Cole versus Gabriel Salinas Jones.
Devin Cole.
I like Devin Cole, actually. But he's a veteran. He's been there. I mean, the guy has almost like 30 fights. He probably does it.
Fight with all these people that you can name of.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of good guys. Daniel Cormier, Aaron Rosa, Rafael Fajal, Cavalcante, among others.
Even though he lost, but he fight with the good people.
Yeah, he's fought some good people. And, coming off of a pretty solid win too, over Sean Jordan.
He's very solid and he just based wrestling base. He's solid. It's good, good staying out. When his fight was KO, TKO, I think, he's been there, done that. You guys knew. I think he will, show us some, wrestling and then, maintain top control, show some staying out,
Well, one thing with Salinas Jones is, he is undefeated 5-0 with one. I think it's no contest or a draw. Most of his wins are by sub, so if he takes him down, this guy has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu base, lots of chokes. I
understand that, but wrestler first, BJJ is sometimes it's not really about I mean the ground game is just interesting. You really have to see who get the best on the top because the wrestler has a really good top control. Then it's just gonna be a stalemate or something like you're gonna fight for a long time. It's whoever have a good cardio might come ahead.
Well, one thing is another thing that's important to note is that my guy's only still 27. Your guy's 35. But your guy's been there. So.
I've been there, done that, I mean, I think he has much more experience. He see what he need to do. I mean, for quick turnaround, I think he will react faster.
Well, we'll see how that goes, man.
Yeah, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Well, next fight after that. Two guys I'm not too familiar with. We got Fernando Gonzalez versus Eddie Mendez.
I don't know that, so I pick out the one has a more win record.
Yeah, Fernando Gonzalez has a 17-9 record, whereas Eddie Mendez has 2 wins and 6 losses.
Yeah, don't want to speak.
I generally go with the guy with the winning record, so I'll go with Gonzalez to win this one as well.
Agree. 17 win can't be that bad.
Okay. And finally, we have Herman Tirado versus Chris Brown, not the rapper. Even though if it was, man, I'd be, oh man, for Rihanna.
Why you hate Chris Brown so
Rihanna,
much?
Dude, for Rihanna.
Well, Chris Brown was tag team with your favorite singer, Justin Bieber.
I don't like Justin Bieber, man.
But anyway, Chris Brown, I think he will win this fight. Was a similar record, with yours, but the guy's pretty good. 5 wins, 5 win string, 4 win by the KO TKO. It's gonna be interesting.
Very interesting, man. I'm going with Herman Tirado. Don't know too much about these guys though. And Tirado's last 3 fights, all of his wins were in the first round. It's a similar record as Chris Brown, 6-2. They're very similar as far as records go, at least. They're very similar fighters here.
It'll be interesting to see who's gonna win.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for our Strikeforce Melendez versus Masvidal predictions. If you have any comments, just leave them below. You have anything to say, Dave?
Nothing much. Just give us more comments, more support, subscribe us more, let us know what else we can do for you.
Cool. That's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much, guys.